Hello, guys. So today you guys are doing science independently. We won't be on Zoom, so you're going to do it independently. So our schedule's a little different this week for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because we're doing conferences with your parents. Okay, anyway, we're on science. And remember, we have now began a new unit in science all about animals and their habitats. All about animals and their habitats. So we discussed this on last week, our new unit about animals. Well, to kick our unit off, guess what you're going to do? You're going to choose an animal that either you don't know anything about and you want to find out about it, or animal you may know a little bit about, but you want to find out more information. So it will be great because it gives you an opportunity to learn about different animals, not like your favorite one that you already know all the information about. I want you to use this opportunity to find out about an animal you don't know anything about. And so in LMS, Ms. Crosby has attached an outline for you to follow, and it's going to tell you what information I want you to research. What is research? Remember when we talked about beginning it in the beginning of the year, you are a scientist. You are a researcher. You observe. So a researcher goes and finds out information. How are you going to find out information about your animal? They have this wonderful thing now, different from when Ms. Crosby was growing up, because when I was growing up, I would have to ask my mom, I need to go to the library and I need to find my information. Now you don't even have to leave your home. You can do this thing called a Google search. What? A Google search. So think about the animal you want to find information about. Search your animal and then find the information about that animal. Habitat. That is the natural home that God has already designed for that animal. God designed natural homes for some animals. Some animals live in the ocean. That's their habitat. Some animals live in the woods. That's their habitat, the natural home. Now, in order for it to be a habitat that's livable for this animal, it has to have 4 basic needs. What are those 4 basic needs? And habitat needs. A habitat needs water, space, food, shelter. That's what makes a habitat. Water, space for the animal. The animal needs food and shelter. All right. So while some animals live in water, some animals only using water for drinking. But a habitat has to have the water. It needs the space. Animals need to live. And then it depends on what the size of the animal is, how much space they need. Imagine trying to cram a big bear into a little bit of space. So an animal needs space and it needs food to survive. And it also needs shelter. It also needs shelter. Each animal, God has given a unique home. Beavers build what? The dams or the dens. And then you have some animals that live underground in burrows. So God has given them instinct to learn how to build or just use their natural surrounding for their habitat. All right. So a habitat. What do we call an animal's natural home? The habitat. What are the 4 basic things that a habitat needs? Water, space, food, shelter. So you are going, this is what your science is going to be this week. Your science is going to be your research. You now get to use the internet. And remember, internet use has to be wise. You only go where your parents tell you to go. Only do what your parents are telling you to do, because we have to be careful using the internet. It is a great tool for us to have, but it also has some areas that's not safe for us, okay, for kids or adults. So we have to be careful. So make sure you ask for assistance when you're using when you're using Google and when you're using the internet to find information about your animal. Now, If you have any questions about the paper that you're filling out, the research that you're doing about your animal, Ms. Crosby put an example out there too to show you what it looks like when it's filled out. But if you're confused about anything, you have any questions, you know what to do. Tell your parents, send me an email. Let me know that you have questions, and Ms. Crosby will be sure to answer those as soon as possible. All right, second graders, I'm going to miss seeing you today for science, but I know you're going to do well because you are independent learners, and I know that you have the wisdom and the mind of Christ. I'll see you later, alligators.